This is not a typical Sunday morning. Normally about this time, we're finishing up, getting ready to go to church.
Yep.
For one reason or another, all community gathering has halted. In the meantime, Lara has how many dozen?
I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13 dozen eggs.
13 dozen eggs.
Going in the incubator.
Yep, we're gonna hatch some eggs. Well, Lovey either escaped or she is hanging out with some chickens.
Oh yeah, so is Libby.
Yeah, they're all in there. Which means somebody didn't lock the gate. Not sure why they would want to be hanging out with chickens, but
They're their new best friends.
we're gonna kick them out.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop off 160 eggs for the incubator, and then we will relocate animals. All right, here she goes, folks.
Yep.
Try to spread them out.
Man.
Try to spread them out throughout the incubator, so if we do have any hot spots or cold spots, we don't ruin all of the eggs.
Also, I'm very OCD and I like them organized by color in the incubator. Now, they don't stay that way more than the first 7 or 8 days. Once I candle them, then they all get moved around and it's fine. But
by candling, she means she puts a light up to it to where you can see inside the egg. And if there's not sufficient growth, we take them out of the incubator so we don't have rotten eggs in there. We'll show you that in a later video.
and we've shown it before.
Yeah, we have shown in a previous video the movement that you can see inside the egg. So
It's pretty cool.
yeah, very cool. All right, we got to get the goats out of a chicken run. All right, check it out. I don't know how well you can see this, but I planted a ridiculous amount of turnips in here, and they're growing. You see the purple here? Yeah, they're coming up. We're gonna have some turnip greens very, very soon. All right, let's get the goats. Louie, Libby, Pumpkin. Let's get them out of here. But while we're in the garden, I'll just show you some of this other stuff. It's looking pretty healthy. Couple of yellow leaves. Normal during transplant, I guess. All right, let's see what she looks like. Get these goobers out of here. And we've got some new guineas. These guineas are confined currently to a small container, but they will be released soon. We just need to teach them where home is, because guineas are infamous for flying away, making their own home, and not coming back. So we just want to teach them where the food comes from. And then we'll let them mingle with the existing guineas and potentially lose them all. But with any luck, whoa, we'll keep them on our farm and allow them to eat all the ticks. But we'll see. All right, on to the next one. All right, ma'am, another day of milking goats.
Yep.
Is it your favorite?
Yep.
Oh man. So we just recently experienced a problem that many folks are not having right now. Lara informed me that we have way too much milk. She forced me to make tough decisions like
Oh yeah, I did.
What are we gonna make? Ice cream, pudding,
Yogurt, caramel, sour cream, cream cheese.
It's really tough being the head of a farm, having to make these types of life and death decisions.
So what did you settle on, sir?
Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need yogurt and pudding.
And what kind of pudding would you like? Chocolate, vanilla, or banana pudding?
We can do that? I don't think we have any bananas.
That's irrelevant. I can manage. Bananas are essential for banana pudding.
True that.
So, our homemade vanilla wafers that are gluten-free, so Mama can eat banana pudding.
These critters get super vocal right around feeding time. They know what time it is. They're used to the routine. And they let me know when they're hungry or when I'm running a few minutes behind. What do you think, Snowflake? Heidi. You need some food, baby? Look at this girl. She is 3 months. Maybe, what, 14 weeks old? She is a monster. Big girl, big girl. Yep, big girl, big girl. Come on. Heidi's food. Speaking of vocal, so I put this, I don't even know what it is. I think it's for building a leach field, drainage field for septic. Anyways, we put this here for Miss Heidi. She'll outgrow it very, very quickly, but in the meantime, okay girl. Oh, in the meantime, okay, hop down, baby. It keeps her food dry. And she can sneak under here and keep herself dry if she wants to. Or as I had mentioned earlier, this girl would rather sit in the rain to make sure her goats were taken care of than keep herself dry. So. All right, here goes. And Heidi trying to get some attention out of her. That's enough. That's enough. Heidi. So I found some some wet dog food. I probably left it out. Definitely not going to feed it to the dog. But you know who won't mind eating it? Is our meat birds. So we're going to feed them some dog food. I believe it's salmon and rice or something like that. I don't know. They're not going to mind it too much. Not upset. Here goes. It's about time to move these guys. We have been letting them out in the yard to mow the grass. But their living quarters need to change. They have eaten all that they can in there and soiled it, and time for them to move on. What do you think, Linus? I think Linus secretly loves the goats. He just acts like he doesn't like the goats. Colonel Sanders has no fear. I see him with Boris and Rosie all the time. Colonel Sanders has decided, or maybe he accidentally got trapped, to hang out with Miss Sasha and her babies. I think they're hungry. So we're gonna get them fed along with all the other pigs, and then it's time to milk Miss Jewel. They know I'm coming. They know I'm coming. They're waiting for me. You mad, girl? They got some new territory. Hey, girl. Still have another group to feed. We have the 3 little pigs. They're our feeders. These are the breeders. We'll get them fed, and then all that's left is to milk the jewel, get the cows moved to where they can have some fresh green stuff to eat. It's getting warm. Too cool for no jacket, too hot for a jacket. The egg lady, the crazy chicken lady.
I'm not crazy. Fine. I'm crazy because I married him. That makes me crazy.
Crazy.
Or smart. Hi.
Hi.
Goats did good today.
Good. We like good goats.
Yep.
Okay. So one thing that we don't show too often is Lara filtering the goat's milk, simply because it's not as exciting as filtering Miss Jewel's milk. We get about a gallon a day, a little bit more, and Lara typically on average is milking 5 or 6 goats. Sometimes it's as much as 9, sometimes it's as few as 4.
Oh, that was crazy. Milking 9.
Yep.
That was a lot.
But this is what we prefer to drink, the goat's milk. It doesn't separate like the cow's milk does.
Super creamy. Tastes like melted vanilla ice cream.
Out of control.
Oh, it's so good.
But the reality is for a family of 3, even including our guests, a gallon a day is way more than what we need.
But we're not upset about it. Lets me make yogurt. This is what I make yogurt out of because it, in my opinion, makes a creamier yogurt. We use the cow's milk for butter and sour cream and cream cheese and all that kind of stuff because it's got a big ol' cream line. But as far as drinking milk is concerned, this is hands down what we prefer. So I store my milk in an ice bath, and the ice packs get switched out every single day. Twice a day actually. They get switched out in the morning and at night. I'm gonna switch my ice packs out and put the milk from last night in the fridge so that it's nice and cold, and then we'll go downstairs and get Miss Jewel taken care of. Well, time to go do Miss Jewel. Jeff's going down to go feed the little pigs that are not so little. And the feed bucket's really heavy this morning, so he decided to drive, and I don't blame him. Look at all those pretty goats back there. Anyways, off to get Mama Jewel taken care of this morning, and then I think we'll let him back down into that super grassy paddock. They sure enjoyed that yesterday, so it'll be good.
Oh, this is the silliness of Jewel. See if I can get you a clear picture. It's not very bright in here. Miss Jewel, ma'am,
Milo Newton.
she is putting up a stink.
Yes, she is.
Come on.
She's putting up a stink because it took me longer than usual to clean her because somebody was super dirty and gross this morning.
And my he wants some attention too.
Yes, he does. He's so sweet.
You silly booger. You silly. It's okay. And Miss Jewel, oh my goodness, she is not.
All right, trade me spots.
Not being patient.
I'll make her happy.
Okay. Oh, Jewel.
Oh gosh.
Do it to it.
Excuse me.
And they're off.
Yeah, normally I've done pretty good about winning this race, but sometimes she beats me.
Yeah. Now, Mr. Milo is getting tall enough to dip into Mama's bowl here. So we have this netting specifically to keep the roosters out, but right now it is slightly working to keep Mr. Milo out. He has his own hay.
Slightly.
Yeah, he has his own hay, so he's not hungry by any means. And as soon as we're done here, Mama will reserve quite a bit of milk for him. Thanks, buddy. I like your buck teeth. They're looking good, man. Looking good. All right, so I'm gonna get to help. I'm going to get to work helping milk. One thing that I would like to show you before and after, if you're not familiar with milking a cow, is the size and shape of the teat. This is untouched. Neither of us have milked it. This one in the back as well. It's a little smaller, but take a good look and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done.
All right, time to go.
All right, so Lara and I both have made sure that this was emptied. Way different. There's still a little tiny bit to be had.
You can see the difference between completely milked out and emptied, and no one's touched this one yet. So if you see, this one's super tight and taut, and when you squeeze it, it goes right back to being nice and firm and smooth. And this one just stays
empty,
crinkly.
Yeah.